Wow.
So
Okay.
you enter database and profile import. Now you're going to upload an Excel file, and you're going to choose the file that you just saved.
Got it.
Now,
okay.
If you're adding new profiles, you would obviously need to select Add New Profiles. We are just updating existing profiles, correct?
Yes.
So you'll just select Update Existing Profiles, and now you're going to hit Continue. Now, moving forward, we're really just going to be matching things up. We don't need to worry about member type because we're not updating the member type. So I would just click Continue. Yep, you're just going to bypass. I think the next one's group. You're going to do the same thing. Continue. We're not updating that.
Okay. Key
field. That is going to be the member number because that's the field that we're using as the unique identifier to find the rows that we're updating in your database. And then all it's doing below is it's saying, okay, you're telling me in your database the key identifier is called member number. Call in our database, member clicks, the system attribute is called member number. And it's matching it now saying, okay, well, if the system attribute and member clicks is called member number, it's also called member number in your database. Sometimes people call it member ID, ID, company ID, whatever it may be. So it's basically just finding it in your database and then say, okay, well, this is what we call it. So now you're matching it to how you call it in your database. It's called the same thing. So it makes it pretty easy. Did that make any sense?
Totally. Okay,
now you're
continue.
Yeah, you're just going to hit continue. Now this next page is going to be the same thing. You're just matching up. So if you're not updating the first and last name, you don't have to fill it out. You can leave it blank. Anything that you're not updating, leave it blank. Anything that you are updating, you're going to want to fill the fields as they're called in your database. Now, some of these things are going to automatically put themselves in the place that see like the address public, build it in because it's called the same thing in MemberClick. So that makes it really easy.
Okay.
Anything go ahead.
I can just continue because everything is matching up exactly how it's supposed to.
Yeah, the only thing I would suggest, scroll up just a tad bit. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're good. I think you're fine. It's straight up. You can go all the way to the bottom and go ahead and hit continue.
All right. Custom attribute mapping, which we don't have any. So
yep, now it's going to give you a summary page and it's going to say, does all this look right? And it does, in fact. So you can hit import. And that's all.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And now it's going to run, and you'll see so far it's updated 7 profiles with 0 errors. If you do one of these and you get errors, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Go ahead and hit refresh profile import details. That's the button on the right-hand side. I like to just continue to press this as the import runs to make sure it doesn't get stuck anywhere.
Okay. So we mode, I'm just thinking going forward, we have a list from our, from the state that where we get our database information from to find out who's newly licensed in the state. And the reason why we chose the member numbers to be their license numbers is because that lists the Missouri license number. So all I would have to do is match that Missouri license number from that Excel spreadsheet to this one, and I could button to delete any duplicates, and that would be an easy way to just download that entire list and then just have the new people in there, correct?
Yeah, so if that means if it's not on your list, it's going to be deleted out of the database. That's what you need?
No, we just want to make sure that the new people who are newly licensed in Missouri are on that list.
So it would just say add new profiles.
Okay.
And if they have an existing profile, it'll just give you an error. It won't create a duplicate.
And then I can go back through that and, okay, awesome.
So we're still letting this run. how many updates are we doing?
650 or so.
Okay, so it should be just about done. So that's
Yeah.
so that's all there is to it. Any questions when we were going through that?
No, that is so easy.
It's not bad. The trickiest part to it, honestly, is the formatting of the database. But if you always are, for the most part, if you export it from MemberClick and re-import it, it's always going to match it up for you. And then, like I said, the only tricky part you might run into is just the dates, if you ever need to update those dates. But it's and if you ever run into that problem, you can get back with me and I can show you exactly, or I can show you now if you want to go ahead and reopen up your Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. Okay.
Always going to, if you go to, like, I don't know if it's going to highlight one of these columns.
Do this one because it's numbers.
And then at the top, you should see next to the wrap text button, the general drop down.
Next to the which one?
It's next to the wrap text, like at the top with all of your icons. Next to the wrap text, it says general.
Yeah.
Use that drop down, and then you would choose date.
Short date or long date, or?
I would go to more number formats is what I typically do at the very bottom.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then just do date, and then do.
It's the one that's starred, but scroll all the way to the bottom. It's the one that you already have starred. It's that one exactly.
Okay.
I don't know why it's so particular, but it should be that one. And the worst thing that will happen is if you forget to do that, or whatever the case may be, everything else within the profile except for the date. It won't do anything to it. So then you'll just have to go, oh yeah, I forgot to do the date formatting. And then you'll come back in here, change the date formatting, and then just re-import it for the update. And keep in mind, everything else did take. It would just be the dates that wouldn't take. Everything. Any other questions that I can answer while we're on the phone, or anything else that we can talk about?
Yeah, we have a couple questions. We contract currently with a company that has sold some banner ads for us on our website. We're trying to get out of that contract, but in the meantime, we need to have a space on there that they can link the banner ads that they've sold. And we need it's only one ad, thank God, at this time. But we need to know how to do that.
So are you wanting to put the banner ad on your website, or just the link that will take them to the banner ad?
No, it has to be on our website per the contract.
So if you'll just send me the banner ad, we'll actually build the space out around it for you. We can either put it at the top of your website or at the bottom near the footer. Is it, yeah, we can put it in one of those two places.
Just send it to you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have Jen do that because she's the one dealing with that one for us. Another I had a question about was automated emails. We have been sending out like once a month for the birthday month that's going on, automated happy birthday emails. Is that something we can do in this system too?
You can't send up an automated birthday email. Your best case scenario for continuing that is you would just need to search for your emails. Search for the birthdays in the attribute, and then you'll have to tag them from the profile list, bring them over into the contact center, and just send it out. Now you can save the template of the birthday email that you send out. So all you have to do is paste it into that email editor and then just send it. But it's not something that we can make automated. You can schedule it in advance, but it can't be automated in the system every month.
Okay.
And what about newsletters? We can do newsletters, right?
Yeah, so same thing with newsletters. You would just tag the people that you want to send it to, or if you want to send it to everybody, you can just tag everybody in the contact center. And then same thing, you could have a saved template in the contact center. You would just select it, it would pull it, and then you would just send it out. And once again, you can schedule to send those out. So if you wanted to work on it a month ahead of time. You could save it, as the template. And I don't know, the best example I would say, if you are making a newsletter at 11 o'clock at night, you can schedule it to go out at 6 o'clock the next morning. So it looks like you were up super bright and early and getting a lot done.
And where do we do that again? That's under contact center, under community, like here?
Exactly. If you go to community and then contact center, and I'm going to have some saved templates in here for you if I don't already. To see saved templates, you would just screen you're looking at. You won't just automatically see them. Go back up just a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it'll pull down any, so you don't have any right now, but you will have some, and it'll pull any down. That's where you're also going to find your welcome email that we will send out together.
Okay. Perfect.
What else can I answer for you?
You were still going to enter the date of birth, so we have a year and the 1 month and date and year, so it's all in one instead of 3.
Yes, I had that on my to-do list. I'm so sorry. And I know that we decided that anybody that didn't have anybody that didn't have a month or day, I'm just making it January 1st.
Perfect.
I'll get that done for you. It might be, but I'll try my best to get it done tonight.
That works. I don't think I had any more questions. We went through the forms, and I think we're getting a good handle on that. Now that these are uploaded, we're getting closer.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, we already have some more time scheduled, don't we, together?
On Thursday morning.
Okay, awesome. And we were hoping that would be when we send out the welcome email.
Hopeful. Maybe.
Okay, I'll go ahead and save your welcome email template in here. It's just some wording that we have. And then you'll be able to find it in this area. So if you want to just make edits directly to it in the contact center to have it ready, then you can do that. Or if you feel more comfortable making your own edits in Word, then we can just go through the process of you saving it in there with each other, however you feel most comfortable.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I'm glad that importing was easy peasy. You whipped right through it. We've got time on, I'm just looking at my calendar, Thursday at 11 o'clock. Awesome. And if you guys need anything else, you just let me know.
Perfect. And I'll have Jen contact with you about that ad. So great.
Around it, which is why I need it first. And you do have the a lot of my associations use our forms to have advertisers. Like they'll take the form, they'll pay, for their advertisement for the length of time they want their banner ad up. They can submit the banner ad. Like they'll have sizes as the banner ad has to be, and we have an image field so they can upload it in the image field on the form, and then you would just put it in place. So we have something that a lot of my banner ads. So if it's something that brings in a lot of revenue for you guys, we can totally go through that process of setting up that form together. If it's something you just don't want to keep track of, obviously you don't have to, but it is something that we can do if we want to.
It's something we definitely want to do. We get to the end of this cut over from them and do it ourselves.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Well, y'all let me know if you need anything at all. Otherwise, I will talk to you on Thursday. Okay?
Thank you, Adrienne. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.